Yeah, I got new stuff for the room. It's not gonna hurt you. They're fake plants.
All right, we're live. What's going on, everybody? We're back. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. I was out of town the last 2 weeks. I was able to pre-record one for, I guess, not last Thursday, the Thursday before that with Greg. Hope everybody found that one entertaining. And then I didn't have time to. I had somebody set up to pre-record another one, and they fell through last minute, and I didn't have time to reschedule anything with anybody. So sorry, we had the week off last week. So, and I was.
I was an asshole.
Do what?
Weekend before, because I was an asshole the weekend I was out of town because I got drunk and passed out on a fucking deck chair and forgot we had a show.
Ah,
How dare you?
that happens. It'll happen from time to time. I kind of forgot for a minute that we're doing this today. So, yep, we're doing Wednesday. I think everybody's kind of got travel plans for the 4th of July weekend. So, going Wednesday, doing a little bit early because we didn't want to step on Beth and Greg's toes. So, once this is over, keep an eye out for their show. They do one every Wednesday night. Typically pretty fun. So, the bar is open with Beth and Greg. But yeah, before we start, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go to Spotify, leave a 5-star, and tell your friends. So,
Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dog.
but before we came on air, we were talking about Chapel Roan and how insufferable she is. Isn't
And
she?
my opinion is that she's just young. And young people are all insufferable. Even myself, because look at Charlie rolling her eyes as I speak.
I didn't roll my eyes. I went.
So, but isn't she like one of those people that like she's famous now, but talks about how she hates being famous?
Yes.
That's all famous people, Bill.
Not all famous people, but like openly bitching about it, I can see like guys like George Clooney and like Brad Pitt and those people, like after a while, I'm sure it gets fucking old. Like you can't go do anything. But I mean, I guess it's the price you pay. But they at least have enough money to where they just fuck off somewhere and nobody sees them for, until they want to be seen. But Chapel Roan's like, oh, overnight success, millions of dollars. Like the fans just won't leave me alone.
But also, you need to be paying like health insurance as I'm winning this award. Am I going to do anything to like pay the insurance for my crew? No, it's not going to come from me. It should come from the record companies. Am I going to personally pay? Absolutely not.
Is that her thing? Was she talking about that?
Yeah, no, her thing is she's very anti. I would go as far as say I think Chapel Roan's anti-you.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
fair
she
enough.
won some. I don't think it was a Grammy. It was something lesser than that. But yeah, she got on there and just like bitched about the music companies, and it's just like, cool. You're definitely gonna make a fucking moment winning an award. You're going to change the entire industry, not by your actions. No, but by you complaining about it from winning an award. Yeah.
That you would.
Don't put up your own money for that.
Yeah. She wouldn't have got that award unless it was for the music industry that signed her.
No, Charlie, the mentality of these people is they gotta climb all the way to the top of the ivory tower before they take shit.
Yeah. Might have been Kids' Choice Award one. Good. Probably like a VMA or something like that.
I think it was a VMA.
Nobody watches that shit anyways.
But it was really stupid. And it was just like, well, maybe start by providing that for your own people and maybe others will join in. But other than that, good fucking luck for, going up against a company or a whole industry that's been fucking people over for 100 years.
Yeah, I don't think it's any secret now that like record companies fuck you over.
No.
Unless you're really smart.
Artists, but like literally everyone else.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah. It's a shit thing. If you don't want to be a part of it, if you wanted to fight against it, you shouldn't have joined it. Here you are, reaping all the benefits and complaining about it. Now, like with people coming up to like her parents' house, yeah, okay, I understand it. It's like, don't invade my family's privacy. Like that's completely different, and that's understandable. Like that's fucking insane. Don't be fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I can
once
get behind
again,
that. Like some fans don't understand boundaries, you know?
which it once again, fucking
Right.
insane. Like, what is wrong with you? Why do you not have a grasp on reality?
Right.
I don't know. I've seen some people and interacted with some people that have just no concept of what reality is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like,
Have you, have you,
where?
have you been watching Love Island?
No.
Oh, it's all my coworkers are talking about, so like I hear secondhand about. There's this like chick named Huda on there. It's fucking batshit crazy. Bill, she sounds like your type, honestly.
Oh yeah, she DG4L.
Dude, I cannot take any of that shit seriously. All that shit as well as like the whole Hollywood bull. It's all Hollywood bullshit. None of that shit's fucking real.
Oh yeah, no. Like I knew
None of that is real. But people will watch things like that and be like, oh, this person's actually really like that in real life. It's just like, no. They're trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to get followers. They're trying to get ahead
But
in
at the
life. They
same
are not
time,
there for love. They
how
don't give a
detached from
shit.
reality does someone have to be able to do something like that?
Do what?
How detached from reality does someone have to put themselves even in that situation of being on TV and acting fucking crazy to
How many people
followers?
are so desperate to be on TV to make a name for themselves so that they also get into the zeitgeist of Hollywood, that they have a fucking name, that they're somebody, they get followers, people know them, and then they make money from this shit.
I know,
Are
but the
you
people
fucking
I've met that are
serious
like
to me right
this,
now? Are
I'm
you
saying
fucking
people I've
serious?
met that are like this are fucking detached from reality. Like background actors who think they're going to become stars from doing background, fucking people I've interacted with in film school that think that they're going to be all that just because they fuck people over and name drop when they fuck people over.
Yeah. So you should realize these are the worst people
Detached from reality.
ever.
mhm.
But they will do whatever they need to get where they want to be. That's I want to say that's detached from reality. They just will do like anyone in reality TV, like they know what they're there for.
Yeah.
They're
It's
all
Oh
not
fucking
yeah.
for
delusional though.
it's not for fucking love.
I know. That's what
That
I
is
like.
not the same as a fan showing up to someone's fucking house just like that's not it's absolutely not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
That's someone thinking, I know you. That's someone coming up to those reality stars saying, I know who you are because of who you portray yourself to be on film.
Yeah.
When it's just like, absolutely not.
All I'm saying is when
That
I'm ready to burn
is a
bridges and start name
character.
dropping people, there's going to be stories that come out that I start saying of how detached some of the reality from reality some of the people I'm going to burn are.
Yeah. Well. But yeah, I agree though. Reality TV. I knew somebody who dated a chick that was on the Real World, and I asked her. She was like with him, and I asked her. I was like, I saw that season. It was like San Diego. Um,
That was my favorite.
with the two gay guys, the white one who was super racist, and then the black one. Yeah, it was the blonde chick.
I haven't seen the show, but I've seen all of the clips of that.
It was the blonde chick that like it was before like videos went viral, but she was talking about how like she's never had an orgasm from sex. But anyways, she was like, "Oh yeah, like I mean, there was drama, but the way they edit it makes it seem so much crazier." You know, she's like, "You don't live in a house with these people for 3 months, and then she said like producers are constantly just like feeding you drinks
Yeah.
the whole time, like you're just drunk the whole time, and then they'll be like,
Yes.
"Well, did you know so and so? Like this is
It's like they want a story.
yeah,
They'll push it enough, but it's just like these people aren't like what you see isn't who exactly what they are. Like it is twisted and manipulated and formed into something the producers want it to be, into what the studio, whoever's paying for it wants it to be, like it's not you. And then what, like Jersey Shore people, it's like, okay, once you learn what it's like, then you can really hone into it. Um, but yeah, no, that is not. It's all manipulated. It's all formed. It's not fucking real. These people are not being their true self. And if they're really fucking crazy, they usually understand real fucking quick what the producers want, and they hone into that. They're fucking acting. It's not fucking real.
And as someone who's been around actors, I'm saying they're all detached from fucking reality.
I don't know.
You haven't done anything that's been reality TV either.
But I know the people that want to get into reality TV, and it's usually the people who are in background acting.
Do they think themselves grandiose? Yes. Anyone who is like that, even who's on a fucking podcast, is like that as well. Like,
fair.
You can say that about myself. This that everyone sees is a much more exaggerated part of me. Am I exactly like this every day in and day out? Absolutely fucking not. And a lot of the time, I'm under the influence, as you can see.
Ooh, what's that?
Which fucking helps. Once again, that goes into what Bill was just talking about. They feed you alcohol, which makes you someone completely different than who you are.
Yeah.
Sober.
I don't know. I think those Flavor of Love girls, I think a lot of those, that's just how they were.
They were,
and
but they were not there to fall in love with Bret Michaels either.
Oh, Bret Michaels. Yeah, no, that blonde chick that won the Bret Michaels one the first time, like the whole time I'm like, this chick is not like his type. She's just putting this all on to get her 15 minutes, you know.
And then I think it was the second season, Brianna, the one that had like the dimples with the piercings.
Oh yeah.
She has an OnlyFans to this day, and she's still getting people who watched her from there on her OnlyFans because of that. Like it's
good for
all
her.
to help you get to stardom, basically, whatever level that might be, which is not going to be very high because it's not a high level, but people know you, and nowadays you can get followers, and you make money from that. It's all about making money. Some are seeking fame and money, but at the end of the day, it's about fucking cash in your fucking pocket, and that's what they want.
I think the only person
people love you want the fame. Actually, a lot of the times when people don't love you, that's when you really make the most money. So you want to be the fucking villain. You want to be the absolutely hated person.
Yeah, like the Miz.
People love a heel more
people
than
love heels
a baby face most of the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And especially on those love shits, the craziest one, the one that everyone fucking hates, is the one that gets the most fucking screen time.
Oh yeah. Did you ever watch? I never watched it. Did you ever watch the one? It was like MILF House or something like that, where all those like
MILF Island.
Was that what it was? Where like these like all these moms, like hot moms,
they like brought their sons,
like are in some like crazy mansion for like a week and a half, thinking it's like a date, like it'd be like a bachelor show, but then all their sons come on the show and they're just like hooking up with each other's kids.
That one's so
gross.
It's just pretty gross, but yeah. When I saw that, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. This is where we're at now. Sure, it did pretty well.
I think me and my ex-wife watched that.
So, the only one I could think of, The Miz did pretty well after The Real World. He's like wrestling now, right?
And I had no idea. Like, because I've heard of him a lot, but then it's just like, hold the fucking phone. He came from...
I think it was like from the very first season, maybe, or
one of the... I think he was like training to be a professional wrestler while on the show, too.
Maybe. But
I think that was like his whole gimmick of why they picked him. It's like, this guy wants to be a professional wrestler.
Right. And then another Real World alum that actually has a decent acting career is Jamie Chung.
I mean, did Riff Raff come from the real world?
I think Riff Raff came from outer space. To be honest. But Jamie Chung plays the fiance in The Hangover 2, the Asian chick. And she's been in a bunch of stuff.
I think she's even in that new show at the studio.
Let's check.
Yeah, I think she's in the studio.
For very long in the second Hangover.
Yeah, she's the fiance or whatever, Stu's fiance. So she's got some parts. Oh, she was in an episode of Succession. There's something I'm trying to think of. Like, I know there's another thing she was in, but I can't think of it right now. Maybe it's what's that movie? Sucker Punch.
I never saw that.
I liked it. It's weird.
But it doesn't seem like it did very well.
I don't think it did. It's kind of it's weird, but I thought it was pretty good. So, it's worth, if you're bored on a Saturday afternoon, I'm sure it's on like USA or something. You know?
I don't have cable.
Yeah, me either.
So I will not get that.
Charlie established this a few weeks ago when she said she doesn't give a fuck about SmackDown. So.
Oh. What's SmackDown on, like TNT or
Apparently
something?
it's supposed to be moving from USA, so we'll see.
Oh. So what's Raw on?
Netflix now.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that was like that $1 billion deal or something like that where they moved to Netflix.
And it looks amazing, and then all of like their weekend stuff is on Peacock or NBC. So it's like that's network, SmackDown's on USA still. I've heard rumors it's supposed to move, so I'm like,
I don't know everything about.
It's streaming.
Everything about Raw on Netflix is you always see a little drone zooming through the frame occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then it just
happens.
cuts to the drone feed.
It looks great. It's great.
I fucking love it.
It's real nice.
Cool. Well, anything new happened with you guys over the last 2 weeks? Close to 3 weeks now, I guess.
I haven't smoked weed in 2 months.
Nice. Just drinking a lot now?
Oh, yeah. And a lot of nicotine and caffeine.
I can see that. For sure. What brought that on? Just felt like stopping?
I'm almost 30 years old and I've been smoking since I was fucking 11. Thought it was time for something.
Time for some life changes. Jake's growing
Shut
up.
the fuck up. You said on like Snapchat yesterday or Instagram that you're getting tested for insurance purposes. So shut the
That's
fuck
not
up.
supposed to be on. That's not supposed to be on public knowledge.
Well, don't
Either way.
fucking let it be known public then.
All right. Well, I mean, still Jake being an
I
adult
said it in
now.
the chat.
Still pretty fucking
Jeez.
public.
Charlie over here with the loose lips, you know.
Doxing the group chat. Fuck.
No, not gonna take that shit. If you don't want anyone to know, you don't fucking say it. That's fucking stupid.
Fair. But yeah, I was in Roatan, Honduras for a week and a half with my the entire side of my in-laws. It was pretty cool. We went snorkeling with nurse sharks, which is pretty awesome. I guess they don't have teeth. So
Did you touch it?
I tried to.
So you went snorkeling with fish.
Kind of. They're sharks technically,
Regular
but
fish.
I tried touching one because it was only like where they were at was only like, I don't know, like 4.5 feet deep, and they kind of like skim across the bottom. So I tried to swim down to touch one, but the water there is like so salty and buoyant. I'd get like 3.5 feet down and just like, come on. So I couldn't get down there. So, but it was cool. The water was like crystal clear, which was pretty
I was
awesome.
too skinny to swim in the fucking ocean.
Well, I thought the skinniness would help because fat floats, you know. But yeah, did some snorkeling around the reef, had some seafood, had barracuda, which was pretty awesome.
How does that taste?
It's like halfway between like swordfish and like it's like
I mean, this isn't poor people fish, Bill.
oh what's poor people? So halfway between swordfish and long john silvers, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's like it's white and flaky, but it's still like pretty dense. So it was good. Also got some tuna from a local guy, which is pretty good. Of course, I like me and my wife's stepdad like went into like the docks to find like a local fishing guy to like buy fish from while we were there. We're like, oh, we're here for like 9 days, so we bought like 15 pounds of fish because I was like, that's gonna be because there was 10 of us. I was like, that should be pretty good for most of the time we're here. Get back to the house with it, and like half the people are like, I don't really like fish. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. I guess I'm eating a lot of fish.
You go to an island
Yeah,
and then you say, I don't like fish.
I know. Yeah, yeah. I had one of the family members like went to the grocery store, which while we were in the grocery store when we first got there, the power went out because I guess rolling blackouts are a big thing there. Like every other day, the power in the house would go out for about 4 hours. So,
I'm just like, this is a good fucking look on what it's like.
oh yeah,
Third world country,
yep.
island off a third world country.
Hmm. It didn't really bother me that much because I can handle heat. Plus, like everybody would stay inside while the power was out because it was like it was hot outside, but we were like right next to the ocean, so like the breeze kept it pretty nice, and we had a pool, so I just go hang out in the pool.
Go get in the fucking water.
I know, yeah, is what it is. But then,
This is why people hate Americans.
yes, for sure.
This is why.
I got accosted by like a crackhead lady one day.
Is that fun?
It wasn't terrible. Like, so where our Airbnb was, it was like a 1/4 mile walk to like a convenience store that had like beer and ice and stuff. So I was like walking down there, and at the end of the road was like, I don't know what it was, just like this like concrete kind of little like, I don't know, 4 by 10 foot shack. I don't know if it was like meant for like trash to be thrown in so they can come pick it up. I don't know, but apparently like this crackhead lady lives in it. That's what they were telling us like when they were dropping us off. And I was getting beer one day walking, and I just hear somebody like, rah, rah, rah. And I turn around, and it's her. She came like crawling out of this thing like some sort of fucking witch.
Did you give her a beer?
I did not. It was actually kind of sad because if she wasn't a crackhead, she probably would have been pretty hot. But she was like yelling at me in Spanish. And I was like, I don't speak Spanish, sorry. And like as I was like walking away from her, and she was like following me, I was like, fucking Christ, am I gonna have to like stab this bitch?
She's screaming that she wants to eat your white little ass.
Probably. Who knows? She's probably talking about she'll eat my ass for $5. Who knows? You know. But
Probably.
and then somebody
Suck
like
a dick for $1.
yeah, somebody like that like a local person drove by and like rolled down their window and like started yelling at her in Spanish, and she like crawled back into her little hole. So, but yeah, that was interesting. What else did we do? Went swimming with dolphins with the kids. That was pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I did watch the King of the Hill episode where Hank get raped by a dolphin.
I was sick of that the whole time.
They go get you, Bill.
We had a
Like, it's
female.
actually really a compliment if you think about it.
It was a female. We had a female dolphin, so I wasn't too worried. But
Oh no, they don't do that.
They probably have to use mostly females because of that.
and yeah, the King of the Hill, and then the guy like the dolphin trainer's like, why is it never me?
Yeah. He did say that. Yeah. Why is it never me?
You know, I've been rewatching King of the Hill. And
I know. When's the new one come out? Like August?
Yeah, I think August 4th. So I've been trying to rewatch it before then.
This is like my third rewatching it.
Oh, I've seen it
Like
so many
last few
times.
weeks, I just like put it like it's my binge show right now, and I haven't watched it in years. But I'm like, I can't like. It's just the perfect fucking thing to put on.
It's such a good comfort show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, it's my comfort show for right now. And I usually like cycle through American Dad, Bob's Burgers, King of the Hill. And right now it's King of the Hill, and I'm like, damn it, it's just so fucking good. It's hilarious. Like there's so many things I didn't understand as a kid or even like in high school watching it, but barely. And then like now that I'm actually really paying attention to it, I'm like, this show is fucking hilarious.
Oh
And a
yeah.
lot of things, strangely enough, really relate to like nowadays stuff. And it's just like
Hmm.
you wouldn't think that, but it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Apparently back then the same dumb shit was
Oh yeah.
happening today. And we just didn't know about it because we were ignorant children. But now it's just, it hits so much
Oh
harder
yeah.
and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's incredibly well written satire because it's not like zany like Family Guy
Or South Park.
or South Park. Um,
Yeah.
it's like very relatable satire, which makes it funny. There's not like a ton of cheap jokes in it. Like you actually have to like listen to the dialogue, and you're like, oh, yep, that's funny, that's good.
Yes. Yeah. And like one of the ones that I just watched, it's like when Luann moves out, she gets the rent house and she has roommates.
Oh yeah, and they're all
And
pieces of
they're like
shit.
very, and they look like they're very liberal, and and so they're like, "Why are you so crazy about all this stuff?" And then one of the guys keeps calling her like a Nazi, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and then
"Uh."
at the end, Cotton shows up, and they're like, what's
Cotton's
wrong with you,
friend, and
Nazi?
they're
Who are
like,
you
"Who
calling
the
a
heck?"
Nazi? They
And
end up
like, yeah, they
like
go
coming
and
in the
beat
house.
the crap out of him, which is hilarious. But it's just like, I guess it's just it's been happening
Oh yeah.
for 30 years now, and we're just at that age that
We're in the
we're,
endless cycle of
Oh
the
yeah.
fucking 90s.
yeah, just like
To
holy shit. It's like
2000s.
nothing's different, nothing's changed, everything's the same. People want to act like things are different, and it's just like, no, you just know more about it because the internet, because of social media, because we're so connected. Unlike how it was, like we were, everyone was so disconnected,
Hmm.
and it seemed like everyone was a lot happier
Everyone liked each other a lot more.
back then. Well, that is just like you only know so many people in your community. Like you don't know what, like, this would not be fucking happening. We would not fucking know each other. We would have never met. This would not be a fucking thing. But it's just like, oh, I know what Joe Schmo thinks over here 5 fucking states away from me. Fuck you. Like, what? Like,
Fuck you,
no, that
random
doesn't
person on
fucking.
Facebook.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. Have you
It
got to the
wasn't a
King of the Hill
thing.
episode? Like my favorite episode ever is when like Hank wins like a thing, so he gets to go throw a football through like the Alamo beer can thing. So they have to go to New Orleans, and
Yep.
they meet Bill's like extended family from New Orleans, and like one of them, like three of the women are like all after Bill, but one of them is his cousin.
And they
Oh
don't
It's
know
god.
one of
exactly
them.
which
I
one,
thought they
right?
were all married to
No,
his
they're
cousin.
no, they're like three single women, but like one of them is his cousin, but they like nobody knows which one is. And then the Joe Bear, his cousin, the gay guy. Joe Bear. Like I love like that guy had so many awesome quotes in that episode. Like Hank's like sitting with him at a bar. He's like, so how were the Saints this year? He's like, I know more sinners than saints, and the sinners are always good.
Yes.
And then like
Yep.
there's one part like yeah, it's like Bill walks like two of these girls like take Bill into a bedroom near the end, and like the light turns on. Joe Bear's like just sitting in like a chaise lounge in the corner of the room. He's like, Joe Bear, how long have you been sitting there? He's like, 35 years. Like smoking a cigarette out of like one of those little extender
Yes.
things.
Like, as you're talking about it, it's coming back to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
This is velvet, Bobby. Velveteen. A gentleman knows the
Velveteen.
difference.
So I that like that episode just played this past weekend when I was at with my sister, and I thought that they were his cousins, and then
One of
she
them
was watching
is.
it and was like, wait, no, like they were married to his cousins. But I thought there was something like some ambiguous thing there. Like one was.
One was his cousin. One of the girls after him was his cousin. At the end, like that whole thing, 35 years. Finally, like Bill's like, which one is it? Which one's my cousin? And he like says who it is, and she like hisses at him and like runs out of the room.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I paid attention in the end.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's like
yeah, because
probably
I
my
thought that
favorite
too. I was like,
episode.
why aren't the cousins after? Like, I guess I understand it to a point, but I just thought all three of the girls were his cousin,
No, it's
and
just
they were
one of
just
them.
gross.
Yeah, that's like my favorite episode ever. Yeah, there's
That's
so many
really.
good episodes. Like when they go
Well, he
to
gets like Bobby into it too, and then
yeah,
Hank throws
Bobby
out
comes out like
Bobby's
all
suit.
all dappered up. He's like, "Whew, this flower is wilting."
Yeah.
It is a little fan.
Yeah, he got a fan. Like he's got like wearing like a cravat and a suit.
The velvet suit, yes. It's such a fucking good show.
Oh
Or
yeah,
when Bobby was obsessed with capers.
was it Capers? I know there's like one episode where he got like obsessed with like the New York deli in the mall and he was just eating liver mash all the time and got
Oh, and he got
He
fucking
gets-
gout.
Yeah.
And he's got that like he's got the rascal scooter and the toe brace and he like paints the toe brace to like have lipstick. He's like talking through his big toe.
Yes, yes. And then he goes to the dance with Connie. He's like, ow,
Ow,
ow.
ow. Oh yeah.
Ooh, Runaways Love. Hank and Peggy relapsing on cigarettes.
Oh,
That
that's a
was
good one.
Oh, that was
So they
fucking
catch
hilarious.
Bobby smoking,
Yep.
and then Hank's like, "I'll make you smoke this whole carton," and he starts smoking again.
Yeah, because he's like, damn it, Bobby, you're hotboxing it. That's not how. He's like, Bobby's like holding it like this. He's like, you're holding it like one of those Europeans. This is how you do it. And he starts smoking.
He's just like,
Oh,
So my favorite one is with Debbie.
Debbie
with
Grunge, where Debbie
with
gets
Strickland.
Debbie's murder. They're trying to solve
Yes.
Debbie's murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the wife takes over, and it stresses Hang out so bad because she even tries to sleep with him that he starts smoking again,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gets high with
Yeah,
the
he's like,
roommate.
oh God.
And he's freaking out, and then like she gets murdered, and I think it's him. That's
Yeah,
I love that.
he takes
that
like a
plot
hit
line.
from
was
that.
a lot of
He
fun.
takes a hit from that joint. He's like, what kind of tobacco is this? He finds out his weed's like, oh no. And he's like in the bathroom making himself throw up. He's like, I think I'm
And then he's just
overdosing.
like walking. He's like, everything's fine. You're okay.
I think one of my favorites is the one where he was using crack as fishing bait.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn, that is a good one. That is like he like throws the catfish back, and it comes right back.
It just
He's
jumps
looking
right
up
back
at
in.
him like,
Yeah, the fish are literally like jumping back into the
he's like,
boat.
get away! And it just keeps coming back.
Oh yeah, so many good episodes. Like, I can't remember
There's a
what.
lot.
Like Nancy's trying to like up her career, so she like steals a news van to go cover these wildfires. And she's like, Dale, get out of the hot tub. We're gonna steal a news van. And Dale's like, it's the perfect crime. How could they ever report it?
Dude, Dale's one-liners
Oh my
are
god.
what get me every single time. And the fact like he hates Peggy so much
Right.
cracks me the fuck up. He was like, not your wife, Hank. And like it's just like kind of like just slipped in there and it's fucking makes
Just
me
the
laugh.
smallest little digs ever.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so fucking funny.
Or like
Or
there's
like
one.
a constant joke about Peggy's feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
I
the-
don't know. Like no one ever really talks about that other than her.
Well, there's that episode where she ends up getting into foot porn.
The
Like
foot fetish
doesn't
one?
understand what she's doing, and then she realizes like it's like, oh, here's we're putting your credit card, and here's you stomping on a rotten pumpkin. She's like, well, it's for art. There's flies. Yeah, it's art. He's like, here's where you can buy the flies.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Pocket sand. Yeah, Jeeps. Pocket sand.
Ugh.
Dale with his pocket sand.
Dale is the best thing to come out of that.
Squirrel
show.
tactics. My best friend back in North Carolina is pretty much Dale Gribble. It's like,
Runaway Sloth said Con discovering what it's like being white after being admitted to a country club and gets super uppity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
I was gonna say the one where Con becomes like super redneck and gets like the mullet,
oh, yeah.
and
they-
then his wife's like, "I draw the line at learning how to make squirrel."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do this anymore.
And then at the end, doesn't he end up in like some like lumber yard doing the stick fighting?
Yes.
Yeah, because like, what is it? Like he breaks the mirror off his car or something, and some redneck's like, "Look, man, you're all stressed out. You need to be rocking in the free world."
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
and then the country club one, they want to admit Hank so they're not deemed as like an all Asian country club. So he's going to be like their token white guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't that the same one Bobby gets obsessed with capers?
I don't know. I remember that
It
one
might
being.
be.
I swear I just watched it last night where he's eating capers. He's like, we're out of capers. And I thought it was the one where they're going like low on water. And it's just like, we can't afford it. You're going to have to make do. That's the first time I've heard Bobby talk about capers.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I
But
don't know.
maybe it's an ongoing thing that I've never noticed either. Because I'm like, like, what? I've never heard this from Bobby before. Straight up last night, I remember that.
Or like one of my favorite scenes too is when Hank's supposed to take Bobby hunting, but forgets to get his hunting license,
But
and
yes.
Peggy's like, "This is a very formidable time in a child's like growing up. Like he needs to kill Hank." And then, like they look outside, he's got like a cardboard cutout of a deer with like
In the fruit pie.
a fruit pie taped to his heart. And he like shoots it with a BB gun and like walks up and rips it out and just like eating it. He's like,
Puts it all over his
yeah.
face.
Or the meme that's out there now where he's rubbing chocolate. He's making like a chocolate heart on his stomach and like up against the window. It's like, I'm Connie. I'm your little candy man.
Oh god, Bobby is so unhinged.
Oh,
I'm
I can't
excited
wait
for
to-
the new seasons to see where they go with it and what they do with everyone and
yeah, I read that like essentially like after the plot line is like after the original series ended, Hank and Peggy moved to Saudi Arabia because Hank gets a job like with gas or whatever. Was it Amco or whatever? Like doing propane stuff
I don't know
and
if it said who with, but it
yeah,
was like they went over there to build a nest egg for the
yeah. So now they're like
military.
retired and moved back to Ireland and like Bobby
Bobby's a professional
chef.
chef.
Yeah.
People are wondering if Bill is in it or if like they killed him off with COVID
I don't
because
know.
like
I think
he don't like
he's on the
they
poster,
go
isn't he?
through the COVID era and then Bill walks away like coughing and then he never comes back
Hmm.
in the trailer. So people were like, "What the fuck?"
I know there's a theory that Dale had lung cancer at one point during the.
Well, I think Dell was always there throughout the entirety of the
No, but like
trailer.
no, but you see Dale get like super skinny and like bony and gray, and then you see him like bounce
So
back.
even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes and that's another thing. I don't know what they're gonna do without the voice characters because it's been 4 voice characters now that are dead.
Yeah, I mean they could do
One just a
without
few fucking weeks ago. So
I
it's
mean they
just
said
like
Buckley and Luann moved away,
lucky.
or yeah,
Lucky, which is Tom Petty, right? Did Lucky.
Yes.
Greatest thing I ever did was slip on that pee pee.
Slip on that pee-pee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Slob, the episode where Hank eats the food cooked on a charcoal grill. He's like
I
pissed.
don't remember that one.
Or maybe no, it's like I don't think it's Hank. Bobby and Peggy go to a barbecue and they're eating these burgers. Like these are the best burgers
Yes.
I've ever had, and they find out they're cooked on charcoal, so they're like hiding it from Hank.
Yes.
They have like a hidden charcoal grill like behind the shed or
Yes.
something.
That was another one I just watched last night. They go to Luann's. I can't remember where Hank went. They went to Luann's for like a summer party or like right before finals, and she was using charcoal, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, it was so good." They buy 100-pound bag of charcoal because it came with a grill,
Grill, yeah,
and they go to an abandoned drive-in theater
yeah,
to cook it, and they're eating it.
yeah.
But I can't remember. Like he finds it out, but I can't remember exactly like where he was. It might. It might have been the one where they go for the guys trip, and then Bill gets with the Texas governor Ann Richards. I
Oh
think that's
yeah,
who she is. The
yeah,
previous.
because they
That might
moon
have
her or
been.
something.
I think that might have been the one, but he does catch them with the charcoal and acts like they're drug addicts.
Right. Or the one where Hank becomes a pimp.
Yeah, I watched that one
Yeah,
earlier.
with Jennifer Aniston's the
Snoop
voice of the
Dogg is the voice of the pimp, but
Alabasta
they,
Alabasta Jones.
yeah, I was gonna say they become a white guy.
And he's like chasing him, and Hank's like, I know what to do. And he stops at a yellow light and lets the guy catch up. And then, like, right before the light turns red, he, like, runs through it. And the guy just runs the red light. And he's like, hey, that's a red light. He can't do that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so many good ones.
Gosh. Yeah, I was gonna say we've been
She's
talking about this for like 15 minutes now, but damn, it's such a good fucking show.
she's my hoe now.
It really is.
So, yeah, it's a great show. I'm ready for. Yeah, I looked it up, Jake. It's August 4th is when it comes out. So,
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if they're releasing. It's Netflix, so I wonder if they're going to release all of them.
I thought it was Hulu.
Is it Hulu? I think they're only.
Hulu does it week by week.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be week by week because they only have the
I
date.
fucking hate that so much for these streaming channels. Like, why? Why the fuck? Why? You fucking assholes.
I mean, I get it sometimes. I can also appreciate it. Like HBO does week by week. Some of their shows, if I had them all available to me at once, I wouldn't sleep at all. So,
Oh, like White Lotus.
yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't really like White Lotus that much, so
Do you
I
have
would
Apple TV?
no. I would
I
have.
was gonna say if you want to watch a good comedy, I would say put on this show called Murderbot.
Is that an animated show?
No,
Oh,
live action.
I saw like on Netflix they have some new animated show called K-pop Demon Hunters.
What the fuck?
I know. I'm interested. Like, I'm only interested because it sounds so stupid. But yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm eager for the new King of the Hill. But yeah, week to week's gonna work better for me because I got back last Friday night at like midnight by the time we got home, and then had to wake up at 6 a.m. to go drive 3 hours each way to pick up our new puppy. So we have a puppy in the house, and that's a lot.
Yeah, my mom's going through that with her new Shih Tzu, and it's fucking hilarious for me. But
Yeah, he's a standard poodle, so he's pretty smart. Like he's picking up on potty training pretty quick, but he's still a puppy, so he still has to go out like pretty frequently. So I was like, ugh. But yeah, overall, good vacation. Any of you guys have any plans for the summer?
Are we in the middle of the summer?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah, I mean, there's still half a summer left to do stuff.
I'm working a real job again, so I can't really do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, are you still like keeping feelers out for production stuff or taking a break for a minute?
I'm hopeful, but at this point, it just feels like a vain hopefulness, where it's like I'm just hoping that it comes back because I miss getting fed
Right.
during work,
Right.
and those fucking $2,500 checks were really fucking nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I miss that.
Yeah, I don't know, like trying to think what like probably not a whole lot of production going on in Albuquerque anytime soon, right?
There ain't really shit from what I've heard, and like more indies are shooting than regular fucking movies, and those people don't fucking like me.
Right. And
Because
nor do
people
they
like
they probably pay like shit too.
fucking $150 a day.
Ugh. Yeah. For what? Probably like a
Yeah, about-
16-hour day.
Probably about a 16-hour day, plus I would be actually working in the craft I went to school for. So it'd be a lot more work than what I was doing on a union set.
Right. So yeah. You doing any looning?
Yeah, I've been doing that. Been posting all that on my stories.
Yeah, I've seen it. Looks fun.
Yeah, but we went to a place called Angel Fire, New Mexico, and they had a balloon rally at an airport. that was pretty fucking cool to see balloons flying on a runway.
Yeah. Pretty cool because what? It's typically like just out in like some big open space, right?
Yeah, just fucking desert.
Yeah. Like Burning
So,
Man, but with balloons.
yeah, no, so it was pretty nice to actually see green from up in the air. So that was a cool experience.
Dope. Do you like do photography while you're up there?
I didn't take my camera because I was crewing that
Okay.
day, but I did video the first day of the event.
Cool. Cool. Were you doing anything this weekend or just working?
Oh no, I'm gonna go out Thursday night and then probably go crew Friday and then go to fucking 4th of July barbecue
Nice. Very
and fuck
nice.
around
What about you, Charlie?
Saturday.
You doing anything for 4th of July? Gonna blow your hands off with fireworks?
Probably not. I usually just go home. On the third, we usually do fireworks at home. Um, I do not partake in that. I just drink and watch the, theatrics from the sidelines. And then on the fourth, it's usually so fucking hot. We usually don't do anything. But this weekend, it's supposed to be raining and
Hmm.
cloud cover and not supposed to get above the 80s.
Ooh.
So I'm like, well, I need it to be warmer than that to get in the pool. So that's fucking cool weather. Um, but we usually just hang out at the house, cook and chill, have a good time. Um, my little small town goes ham for the 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah.
So that goes on around 9 o'clock, 9:15 when it gets dark. We always drive up to the airport to go watch those because it's like the perfect spot,
Yeah.
and you don't have to like get with any of like the park traffic for that. Real chill, real easy. They usually have a carnival, but this year they canceled on us, so that sucks for everyone else.
Oh, that fucking
But
lame.
yeah, like it's sad, but I haven't gone in so many years. Like I don't fuck with that shit, so I'm like it really doesn't bother me. Like, I just go home, I chill at my parents' house, I fucking drink, I eat good food. We don't do too crazy on the foods like burgers and hot dogs, like real easy shit.
Yeah. 4th of July food.
My mom's birthday is the 25th of June, so it's like we usually go hard for her birthday, which we did last weekend, really cooking it up. On this stuff, it's like we want to keep it easy, like it's fun, people are in and out.
Yeah. Nice.
Like we don't want to put that much effort into cooking because we're all mostly fucking drunk. It's like we just want to be fucking drunk. That's all we want.
Nice.
Probably gonna be day drinking on the 4th, to be completely
Being drunk in
honest.
the
So.
pool's better,
Yeah.
but cold. I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah. We were.
I mean, you could get one of those like Muslim swimsuits and just be warm.
Yeah. Wear a
Yeah,
wetsuit.
buddy, that's not how that works. But thanks for that.
Wear a wetsuit in there or dry suit, I guess technically to stay warm.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah, I wish we could be at the pool. We have like something to do with like the agriculture. Something they sprayed on the fields this year had like too much nitrate in it, and it got into the water supply. So like I can't fill my pool, which sucks.
Oh well.
I know. Like I'm kind of wondering like when is this going to be lifted? Like am I going to be able to use my pool at all this summer? Because my in-laws have a pool, but they're selling their house, so we're not allowed to go to the pool. It's got to stay all nice and perfect. So don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Probably work in the basement, trying to get that finished up this weekend. We're close, so that'll be one less headache I have to deal with. But
You blow your hands off.
no, Iowa's one of those states where we can't really get the good fireworks, but it's fine. Like, the country club is like right behind my house, and they do a huge fireworks show. We can see it from our back deck, so we'll just watch it. You know,
Oh fuck yeah!
so if we're not asleep, like I said, new puppy's got us all pretty tired. He's got to go out several times a night, so. Yep. The kids not being in school, so like they're up way too early every morning wanting to do shit. It's like, oh, god damn it, let me sleep. But yeah, 9 days on an island was pretty awesome, but I also now feel like I need a vacation from my vacation. But yeah, that's all I got. No question this week. Didn't have time to really think of one. It was a kind of off schedule episode, so I figured we just gab a bit. We went hard on King of the Hill, which is always, I mean, I could do another 2 hours on King of the Hill, but nobody wants to hear that. So, anyways, it's been the Nooner Nation. Love you guys. For Charlie, for Jake, I'm Bill. Good night, everyone.
4th of July, Jeeps. 4th of July.
July.